Here we are. These guys have no idea what they're in store for. I barely have an idea, but I have an idea. Mind go blaster.
Edinson. He's our maestro ayahuasquero. Actually, he's the man.
Always make friends with your ayahuasquero. Amazonian 101.
Welcome again to Puerto Maldonado and Madre de Dios, which is this region, the biodiversity capital of Peru.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a Disney ride. Two things. I'm going to be teaching you some one simple method to just keep everything calm and centered. And then I'm going to do some preparatory work for tonight's ceremony.
Oh, tonight.
Tonight. Maestro Pandura checked us out. He felt into us, and it's tonight.
All right.
So there won't be any dinner tonight. So whenever we have a ceremony, there's no dinner, no food. So eat what you need to, but don't overstuff yourself. You want to have an ayahuasca on an empty stomach. Let go of all expectation. Surrender it all and be open to grace. Okay, my friends?
Yes.
Let us go enter the river. One of the things to start practicing is breath. In ayahuasca, for me, there's three things that I like as a cornerstone in my practice when I'm with this sacred medicine. Breath. Always returning to breath. There'll be times where you may feel there's an overload. The overload is because you are resisting what is. You're holding it out in some way. When that happens, just breathe in and keep breathing, but breathe in a way that's not making sound. Learn to get into stillness, where you walk, how you walk. Is there stillness in it? Cultivate that. So breath is the most important. Number one. Number two is gratitude. Whatever is coming your way, yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes. To me, it's yes, mother. Yes, goddess. Thank you. No problem. My pleasure. And to turn any intense experience into your pleasure, not looking at it from a observer standpoint, but in this case, sitting right in the heart of it, it's your consciousness that's being evoked here. It's being grateful for everything that arises. And the last piece, anytime, at any place, radiate love into the whole space of all of us. If someone is purging, we don't call it vomiting, we call it purging. You're purging physical, mental, emotional blockages. Physical, mental, emotional charge. Sometimes when you purge, if you don't know, many times you'll know what it means. You'll have a sense what's being released. If you're not sure, add something you want to be released into the purge. Consciously. I want to release the fear of. I want to release this. I want to release the heaviness of this part of my life. The burden I'm carrying in this. You can activate your purge. So if at any time you're feeling, oh no, it's you want to drink and you want to hold whatever is down, whatever the medicine in you for at least 30 to 45 minutes. So don't purge before 40 minutes or you'll just spit it out. You want to hold it in, but after that, you must let go of looking pretty, nice, all together, all Canadian, all American, because you can look like stupidity. You must be willing to let your ego and how you look, how others will perceive you, go. How many are willing to do that? We're family, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We must let go of our own self judgment and all of that stuff, okay? If at any time you need help during the ceremony, just say, help. I need help. Stay centered. This is a warrior sage practice. It's not something being done to you. You are meeting the force of Mother Nature. You are meeting the sacred. So it's not just, hey, it has to be you coming together with those two, combining in power. Your surrender and its guidance, like the river.
What Satyan said about gratitude is very, very important. Because a lot of times we go into these medicines with expectations and this tightness of, oh, I gotta have this thing. And everyone else is having something, so I've got to come out of there with something. And with this tightness, you'll just come up against hell. When you relax and just have the gratitude for what does show up, then that's your heaven.
I'm reminding you of the obvious because the obvious may disappear. So while we are starting here, welcome my friends.
Thank you.
Welcome. This is a honor. It's beyond an honor for me to be able to bring you into the Amazon and to experience this experience. As I shared earlier, the insight I got was just let go of all preconceived ideas, let go of all fear. Remember the bubbliness in your heart, the freedom that's already within you, the love that's already within you. And this is your time. Your time to receive, your time to be blessed and to bless. So while we're waiting here, you can just look at your friends to the left and right, any way you want. Just give each other a welcome and a blessing for this sacred night. Let's make this the most profound night of our lives. What do you say? I love you all. Ayahuasca now is getting popular around the world as shamans visit and travel, but to have it here in the Amazon is a very special experience because it's right here where it's made. It's right here where all the plants are made, and it's grown in this energy. Every master has their own combination. The two main things are the ayahuasca vine. It's a vine. And these leaves, called chacaruna leaves, when they're boiled together, that releases bioavailable dimethyltryptamine, DMT, which is released in the brain in the pineal gland every night when you're dreaming, when you're going into one level of sleep, conscious awakeness, and then you're falling into dream states. That dream state, what they found is there's a release of DMT in the pineal gland. Near-death experiences, when people have had accidents and they've seen the light or they've had some intense experience, there's huge DMT release, huge amounts. So this is, your body knows it. The way I look at ayahuasca is a training ground, a matrix training ground. When you go in, you try to do something and you fall flat on your face. You don't know how to work it. You're told you have infinite powers, but you got to cultivate it. It's all based on intention and truth and learning and practice. And so ayahuasca in one way can be just a receiving. You can receive it. Or as I shared, you can meet it and you'll find, okay, I'm closing here. Just like, those of you who haven't seen it, it's worth watching the movies. It's like, he's got to learn at the beginning. He's being trained by his mentor. Okay, I jump from here to here. But he can't because it's in his belief. He can only go so far because he's identified with himself as a gravitational being in human density. So as you keep practicing in those dimensions, you actually go, you can make a leap. And then that leap transfers into this sector of reality. So that's the way I like to look at it, as a practice ground to train our inner dimension, our belief, our faith in ourselves, our capacity. Everyone will have had a very unique individual experience. And these things, it doesn't end. Once you open the portal, it doesn't close. Chores, it sweetens, and flowers, it blooms, in many ways. Before we started the ceremony yesterday, I said, there'll be times in the ceremony where you'll be praying that you remember part of this. It's a good part of it. Wow. Because when you enter other realities, you're oscillating at a frequency which is not at our everyday normal pace of frequency. This is our opportunity to bridge those frequencies. It's multi-layered. It's win, insight, and learning. Tell me a win, insight, and learning you've had, and how are you going to apply it? That's the intention behind your share. An insight, learnings, awarenesses, realizations. About who? About you. Make it personal about yourself. And then, while you're doing this, refrain from judging yourself. I did it right, I did it wrong, I did all of that. A warrior sage takes any experience and makes it useful, makes it purposefully positive. In itself, things are neutral. The utilization of what we experience, the utilization of it, is what makes it powerful, what makes it a boon in our life. We've all heard of people who've had challenging experiences and they make good use of it. This is make good use of all experience here, okay? So the dyad will be tell me a win, insight, or learning, and really listen with your whole being. The first purge was like, I tend to be the first to purge. Well, I had the drink first, and I tend to be the first. And these purges, I mean, they always tend to be very, like, right to my root. Whenever I feel it coming now, I realize not to have any resistance. Just dive into the purge. Just let it, and it goes back. And then what happens is I breathe everyone. So on a space holding thing, I was just continuously just moving around, feeling each one of you, sometimes a few of you at the same time. Just being present for you etherically and spiritually. And some of you, I was like, okay. I felt the eye going, okay, I don't want to touch that being's being because I'm going to purge. And I purge for others. And but I did, and it was just so good. So I've just accepted my role in that on a professional ayahuasca level. And you know, I'm just in humbleness and humility. I have it all. This guy really. I have great family, extended family, world family, and my biggest personal point in all of this is I'm on track. I'm on track with my Dharma. I'm in the seat of my soul. Take another deep breath in and hold it. One more time.
You know, I've been in ceremonies where there's the maestro and they're doing the ceremony, and I always get that Mother Ayahuasca leads this. They're just her boys, and they take her instruction. So, and I'm just really clear on that they're her boys, boys.
That this is not just Mother Ayahuasca or Madre Ayahuasca or grandmother. It's also called grandmother or mother. And he called it doctor, which is very unique.
That was interesting.
Yeah, it was.
Very interesting.
It is a doctor.
And last night, this guy, I got he was,
Husband.
I don't know if, well, it could be.
I wouldn't call it boy though.
I would definitely not call him boy. And when he said doctor, definitely got the doctor in there. And he had a serious presence to him that he just silenced you in an instant. And it was like, no, you will not speak unless I speak. But there was, yeah, it was just his doctor. I never heard of the doctor, but now I get what the doctor means.
One of the things, as I was shared earlier, now you can maybe value this even more, was there's some of the tribes, some of the warrior tribes, the warriors in initiation, one of the ceremonies is they stand in a strong river, but not enough to knock you over, but enough to, like, you got to stand grounded like this with their power objects. Drink ayahuasca and stand in the river like this for hours. Yeah. Hey? That's next trip.
Don't mess with the doctor. And the doctor will come when the doctor, and definitely speak to you in your own language and direct the orchestra.
And the power of his intentions all night long. I'd love you all to share throughout today and tomorrow how each and every one of you has served each other. Spontaneously, during meals, on the bus, like we did when we were at the mountain, but over 2 days. And how you've served me, your gift, the gift that you've given me, an acknowledgement, personal acknowledgement, and make sure you touch everyone.
Doctorcita ayahuasca, maestrita chacuruna, doctorcita ayaluna, muéstranos las leyes que gobiernan en la selva. En la selva, cúranos los males que nos dañan la cabeza. Doctorcita ayahuasca, maestrita chacuruna, doctorcita ayaluna, muéstranos las leyes que gobiernan en la selva. Cúranos los males que nos dañan la cabeza. La cabeza. Doctorcita ayahuasca, maestrita chacuruna, doctorcita ayaluna, muéstranos las leyes que gobiernan en la selva. En la selva, cúranos los males que nos dañan la cabeza. La cabeza.
Traditional ayahuasca ceremony you don't touch. In our ayahuasca ceremonies, we hug each other like crazy. It all works.
Thank you.
And